welcome to the Sacred Water. I hope you guys are doing well today. We are going to be doing the weekly reading for you guys and seeing what the energy is going to be like for this week of August. This week there will be hopefully I'll be able to get to the mid-month reading. I was thinking about doing another pick a card for you guys. If you guys enjoyed that one and you would like to have that one for your mid-month reading, please leave it down below. Let me know yes to pick a card for the mid-month or no, pick a card for the mid-month. Just leave it for the first one of the full month. So that being said, I would also like each and every one of you that has been supporting the channel, subscribing, leaving beautiful comments down below, leaving the thumbs up. This is all helping the channel greatly. Please continue to do all of that and share the videos so that this community can continue growing and growing as it is doing, and hopefully we can get to more people that might benefit from the readings and the healings that I'm providing for you guys. Remember, it is absolutely free to you, and it means the world to me because it means that you guys like the content that I'm making for you, and also it means that I can continue doing it. So please continue to do that. That's amazing. And if you've done it already, thank you so much. It means the world to me. That being said, let's get into it. So first and foremost, let's cleanse your energy. Cleanse my energy, the space and the tools to make this a sacred, safe space. Cleansing you, cleansing me, and the space around, tools. So that we may be able to get the messages today, and so they will be clear and I can articulate them clearly to you so that you can get them just when you need to get them. So as always, this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Put it this way. Maybe it won't be in my face. And it is also timeless, so whenever you get it is when you're meant to receive it. So I invite your spirit guides and my spirit guides to come into this sacred, safe space so that we can communicate clearly and get the messages that we need for this week, so that the beautiful public that is watching this video can get the messages they need to navigate the energies for this week. Everybody take a deep breath in, breath out, ground and center. Okay. So gods and spirits, what do they need to know for this week? What does the beautiful collective need to know? What energies are coming their way and my way? And how best to deal with it? Advice on the situations are always welcome. One more. You guys are getting the bigger amount of it. Let's see. Will that be better? Maybe a little bit. Okay. Just do a little bit of shifting around. There we go. Okay. And I guess you guys need to be shifted around a little bit so that you can see the table better. Oh, my goodness. There's a lot of glare, isn't there? There we go. That's a bit better. Okay, gods and spirits. What does the beautiful collective need to know right now? What advice do you give them for the new energies that are coming their way? Okay, I've got friendship. Beautiful card to start out with. There. That doesn't leave much space, but okay. Know what it looks like? That gives them no space for the tarot. Okay. What else do they need to know right now? This one. Commitment. Okay. Ooh, beautiful. New beginnings. That's amazing. So far the energy seems to be really rather nice. Despite the fact that there's a lot going on astrologically, we are entering the shadow phase of Mercury retrograde. We're still dealing with retrograde in Venus, I believe it is. We just passed through the gates of Sirius and Lionsgate, and of course that doesn't go away all that quickly. It takes time to work up the energy that all the way up, and it'll take the same amount of time to go down. So we're still in that sort of wave of energy. So it feels like it really has opened and given a nice push to the boat we're in. So that feels like boat and sails, and there's a nice backwind pushing us forward. So that's kind of what it feels like, that there's a nice push forward after stagnancy. That's what I'm getting. Anything else? Ooh, nice. We have love. Very pretty card. Make a little space here for the last card. And we have, again, beautiful manifestation. This is amazing. Really nice energy. Okay, now let's see what the tarot has to say. I'm going to wait for all of your cards to be on the table before we go ahead with the full reading, but so far it looks really, really nice. Okay. Gods and spirits, what else do we need to know for this week? These are a little long and difficult to shuffle, so excuse me if it takes a little bit of getting around. Okay. So sorry. I got hair on the table. My cat was lying on it. You can't really see it all that much, but I feel it, and it drives me crazy. Okay. One more. My goodness. Okay, these really are hard to shuffle. If I forgot to mention, the Oracle deck is the Spellcasting Oracles. This is the the Tower of the Golden Wheel. And we also have the Angel Crystal Oracle here. All of this will be, as always, down in the description down below. So if you're ever called to it, I have the information down there for you. Okay, gods and spirits, what else does the collective need to know right now for this week? What energies are coming towards them? And how best to handle them? Okay, we have our first 3 cards. We have the Page of Wands. We have the Queen of Swords. She's very warrior-like, my goodness. We have also Temperance. Okay, we have the 3 of Swords. We also have the 4 of Swords. What else do we need to know? We have the Moon. That's a pretty moon. Okay, we have the 5 of Pentacles. We have the King of Wands. Okay. We have the Knight of Pentacles. And we have the Page of Pentacles. Okay, let's get an outcome. Oh, okay then. We have the 8 of Pentacles. We have Death. Can we have 3 more, please? We have the Page of Cups. We have the 5 of Cups. And we have the 8 of Cups. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Fool. Okay, we'll put him on the side. Okay, so that's our new beginning right there. That's what's being highlighted in the very center of the spread here with new beginnings. Now, it feels like to me, especially because the 3 of Swords is right in between Temperance and the 4 of Swords here, that there is some sort of heartache that you are healing from at this point in time. Now, this might be in terms of self-love, it might be confidence in your own self-worth, in your own abilities, in different things. But that feels like it's being healed at this point in time. With Temperance, there is a balancing. See how he has two jugs? There is a moon jug and there is a sun jug right here. Now, he is going in to the water. He has both feet in the water in this one. Usually it's a woman that has the angel, 1 foot in the water. Is that an angel? Or is it? I think it's an angel. In some decks it's an angel, some decks it's just a woman. 1 foot in, 1 foot out, doing that balance between stability and emotional flow. So there is this sense that things are coming into balance. It falls right under the new beginnings, and we have the King of Wands right beneath it. So this is your what is underpinning this reading. Essentially, it is telling me that in this present moment, we are turning a page. This is what we're looking forward to. This is what is happening at this point in time. It is the anchor in which we're going to be seeing everything, or not so much an anchor, more like the lens through which we are seeing the rest of what is happening here. Now, with the Queen of Wands, she is all about boundaries. She is also about knowledge. She is also about communication. And you will see here that she's got a crow. Now, crows are all about messages. They being messages from the other side. It is... If you think about, especially with the mythology with Zeus, that the crows would come in and bring him knowledge of what was happening around. So this is more or less what I'm feeling here, is that you are ready for any eventuality. You have your boundaries up, but you are not above having good, clear communication with those around you. You will just not accept anything but the truth and clarity and respect. With the Love card, I don't feel like this is about relationship. And the reason why I'm saying that is because the rest of the reading has underpinnings of a lot of work and money. So to me, this is about acknowledging your self-worth. And that has to do with self-love. Acknowledging the fact that we do deserve good things in our lives, that you know, we do deserve to get equal amount of what we're putting in, and we have a tendency to work very hard. And so when we get people that are anything less of what this Queen of Swords expects and demands, then sometimes we enter into a low place, like with the Five of Pentacles here. We enter a low place where we start believing all of these things, these ideas, that we don't deserve to get the rewards for what we're working for, that we're not good enough for the job, that, you know, this sort of imposter syndrome comes into play. Now, this is an underpinning fear that you've got, but as you come to understand this more about yourself, and you start becoming more of this Queen of Swords, and really loving and respecting yourself, and realizing, I do deserve respect. I do deserve and demand it now. I demand to be paid for the work that I'm putting in. I do deserve to be wealthy, to have more than enough so that I don't have to worry about the bills. I do deserve to be paid for the work that I put in. This to me feels like this transformation that death is indicating right here. I think that this is the transformation that is occurring at this point in time. This is the threshold that you are crossing. It feels like the commitment that you have to give with the commitment card is the commitment to yourself, to expect and demand it. You have no problem with talking, you have no problem with negotiation, so long as your needs are met. If your needs are not being met, you have no problem in cutting this off and moving on, which is exactly what is being demanded of you here. Or should I say suggested, quite highly. Highly recommended. I'm not sure what your situation is exactly. It feels like it might be a good idea to rely on your friends and family for advice, to really sort of clarify things, because it's important to be clear with yourself what it is that you want and you need before you enter into any kind of conversation or negotiation with someone. But it feels like to me that with this transformation is shifting this, though there's still an underlying fear that you are going to be left with nothing, that maybe you should be happy with what you got. But I don't think that if they're not paying you your due, I don't think that it is something that you can really salvage. You just have to sort of pick up and go. It doesn't mean that you have to do it overnight. It feels like if you have to do it, there's no problem with doing it gradually. But this Knight of Pentacles has a bit more movement than most of them. Most of them are standing still. But in this case, he is moving. This Knight of Pentacles is starting to move. So there is a movement forward. There is a nice progression also between the Three of Swords and the Four of Swords. So you are moving in the right direction. It feels to me like this week there's going to be some sort of communication or inspiration that is coming to you at this time. It is going to give you this sort of directionality. It almost feels like you're being given the compass, and the compass is finally pointing you north. Whereas before you were trying to judge by everything else around you, you are literally going to be handed, well, not literally, figuratively. Oh, the heat is getting to me. I don't know if you can tell I'm glistening. Ooh, okay. It feels like you're going to be given some sort of indication or inspiration that is really going to point the way forward. Like, this is exactly the way that you should be going, which is good, because it feels like that you might have been feeling a little bit directionless. Is that even a word? Directionless? No, that doesn't sound right. You know what I mean. Feeling like you don't really know which direction in which to go to. There are certain vague ideas of which way to turn, but now you're going to get something that is really rather concrete with this Page of Wands. There's something that's going to capture your attention, that is your spirit guides giving you a very clear message saying this is the way that you should go. This is the way out of the situation in which it has made you feel like you weren't worth as much as you thought. It made you feel like you were going to always be in this position, left out in the cold. But slowly this is changing and moving out of the way with the King of Wands. All of a sudden, you're not only commanding respect and having clear thought and clear communication and knowing exactly which way you're going, but you know how to get there. You are being illuminated and inspired to know not only which direction to go, but how to go about it. I'm not sure how this is going to happen, but this is all part and parcel of your manifestation. So while you have been healing, you have been becoming clearer in your thoughts as to what it is that you want for yourself. How do you want and see yourself in a few years? How you foresee the rest of your life going? And you don't see it the way it is right now. And you are slowly shifting that mindset that was, whatever that was keeping you down, because all of a sudden you realize, I'm worth it, baby. I am worth it. I work really hard. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm saying. And if they don't believe in me and in my work, maybe it's time to move on. Take the steps necessary. See, this king did not become king overnight. He just all of a sudden had that inspiration and moved his way up the ladder. So you are being asked by Spirit to take the first steps towards that independence, as it were, to take the first steps that are going to lead you to the workspace or the type of work that is going to bring in that change, not only in your circumstances, but also your economic situation. It feels like finally you are, not only are you going to be producing great work and you're going to start being recognized for that work, the money will start coming in because people will recognize it and value the work that you are putting into what you are doing. And that will be the final part of this transformation that you are going through, and it will start to finally bring fruit. See that there's that plant, I think it might be an oak tree coming through. So from nothing, what seems like nothing, something new is born. Sort of the cycle of life, transformation. So once that transformation is complete, it feels like we're going to be leaving this emotion behind. You will get an offer from someone who will see the value in what you do, and will sort of, what is that energy, Spirit? It feels like not only do they see the value in your work, they're going to actually give you the value in turn. It feels like it is an offer that you are going to love greatly, and it will allow you to move away completely from this Five of Cups energy. This Five of Cups and this Five of Pentacles, they are disruptive. They're rather disruptive energies, and they might linger for a while, but they are not forever. These are our minor arcanas, and they're small numbers. So why they might linger sometimes, they're not going to linger around for much longer. They don't cement themselves. Let's just put it that way. They don't grow roots and stay there. With the red ribbon, it feels like there is, my spirit guides are pointing it out because it feels like it's a lifeline that is being given to you. It is the okay, it feels that they're showing me the string that I believe it was Ariadne gave to Theseus, I want to say, when he went into the labyrinth to confront the Minotaur and then come out. So that's what it feels like. This ribbon is your lifeline, which you have finally spotted and grabbed a hold of so that you can get yourself out of the labyrinth that you have been in. This is definitely walking away from that energy finally and completely. We have, I see here, it's also being pointed out to me, the eclipse. Now we have, I don't remember when the next eclipse is. I don't have my moon diary with me, but I do know that the last one is, I believe it's in October. So it feels like this is an indicator of how long this period might take. It feels like when you're in this emotional mode, it feels like forever, but it's actually not that far away. We're heading into mid-August, and then we got September and October, so it's not that far away, which means that if you still have pieces to put into place so that you can make this move, you still have time. Not as much time perhaps as some of us would like, depending on your situation, I would assume, or I would guess rather, but it is for those of us that feels like it's been forever, you know, it'll feel like it might be forever still. So depending on where you are in your journey emotionally, it might feel like a rather short period of time to get a move on if you haven't started already. But for those of us that have been in the journey for a long while, it feels like it's like, okay, two months and a half, seriously, or 2 months, more. But in reality, it's not that far away at all. It feels like time has been speeding up, so it'll probably be like a blink of an eye, we will be in that time. So if you've got to set things in motion in order to get to the point where you can walk off into that beautiful sunset, or in this case, the eclipse, then it's time to start putting those wheels into motion and take those first steps, as I said earlier, into freedom. Now, we also have here the Fool. Let's not forget. So it tells me that you're just heading into this transformation threshold, where these are things that are starting to come into motion. I'm not talking necessarily about the steps in organizing yourself in order to get out of the situation. I'm talking specifically of the emotional side of this. It feels like while you may have been healing for a while or trying to heal, there was, it seemed like things needed to align for this feeling finally of the energy I'm getting is this. Only ladies might know about this. If you've ever worn a corset, it feels like you've been wearing a corset or a very tight bra all day long, and then you get home and you decide to get yourself comfortable with just, you know, maybe a sports bra or something a little bit looser, and you take it off at the end of the day, and everything goes to the point where you didn't realize that there was this constriction going on, but when it finally came away, it's like you could finally breathe properly. That's the kind of sensation that I'm getting. I know that men out there might not necessarily resonate with that, but maybe you will resonate with the idea of the very tight trousers after a feast, as it were, that you have to like unbutton the jeans or the trousers just so that you can have a little bit of extra room to just breathe. So that's essentially what has been happening here, is that you have been going through healing, but it didn't seem like it was coming together. So it feels to me like there needed to be some sort of alignment for the energy to sort of open the door, or the floodgates as it were, so that air can finally come in and you can finally expand and grow. So that's essentially the feeling that I'm getting from at least the emotional side of all of this. So while you might still have this fear that you might still be here, I do believe that this is going to start dissipating once you complete a bigger chunk of the emotional side of this, because as I've mentioned before, it's energy first. So as within, so without. So you had to do the work within in order for have that shift, full incomplete shift, and become this Queen of Swords. Male or female, not gender specific, just energy. Okay, let's go ahead and get you 3 angel crystal cards, just as a little extra form of advice. Cooperation. Feels like my hands are not cooperating all that much today. I've been doing a lot of clear outs in the house, a lot of decluttering, and it feels great, but my hands are a little tired. Sort of trying to make space, I guess, for good things to manifest. All right. Gods and spirits, give me 3 cards for advice for the collective for this week. Oh, okay. All right. We have the first one, Girasol quartz. Girasol in Spanish is sunflower. Gira means to turn, and sol, of course, means the sun. So sunflowers, what they do is they turn to follow the sun. This is what we could translate into sunflower quartz. Have you noticed that people and situations are reflecting your feelings and thoughts? Pay attention to the message these mirrors provide. Take stock of the work that you need to do to improve your self-awareness and personal growth. This is with the energy of Archangel Zadkiel. I objectively observe myself in my interactions with others. I watch my words and actions from various perspectives. I work towards self-improvement at every opportunity. I notice the mirrors and projections without judgment or preconceptions. Very good. We'll put it together once the last 2 come out. Okay, gods and spirits, please, can we have 2 more cards for advice for the collective for this week? Okay, take the top one. Red Tiger's Eye. Do you need some motivation? Do you find your mind wandering when you are trying to stay focused? If so, you need to find your passion and begin experiencing the rewards that come with living it. Do what you love. Prosperity is yours, but you must take action. So far, everything's falling into place here. This is the energy of Archangel Ariel. It says, I am passionately persistent. I have the courage and self-confidence to create my world. It is easy for me to take action and move forward in life with joy and enthusiasm. Very good. Last one, please. here we go. Sunstone. This is a beautiful, beautiful piece of crystal. I have a few of them. Has just the most beautiful, gentle energy. It says, have you been feeling down in the dumps? Do you need some enthusiasm? This is a time of prosperity and purpose. Step into your power and be all that you were meant to be. You are aligned with the magnificence and the courage to show your splendor. This is the energy of Archangel Ariel. Once more, my light shines brightly. I am self-confident and recognize my value and worth. My value and worth. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. This is exactly what we've been talking about here. Other people also recognize my value and worth. I shine the light of compassion and kindness and love my heart. Okay. So I think it's pretty clear. With the Page of Wands, we were talking about looking around you for sort of guidance into which way to go, and that there was going to be something that's going to come in to really pinpoint the way. This is essentially what this is talking about with this sunflower quartz, as it were. This is about not necessarily paying attention to those that are saying the negative things. We're talking about having that bounce back from your friends and loved ones. Those are the people that you should be looking for, those bounce back or mirrors. But if you are looking at those that are the naysayers, shall we say, it would be more important to see what is it that is being reflected there. It is about, when it comes to, you know, looking at these projections without judgment or preconceptions, are these people themselves projecting something onto you? Something to think about. Maybe they see you as a threat or direct competition for their spot. Maybe they see you as better than them, and that because you're better than them, they will lose everything. And that's why they're making your life miserable, so that you're not as confident, and they can go ahead then and sort of steal your ideas and your inspirations and all that which you love to do. This is the part that we're talking about when it comes to learning about your self-worth. This is part and parcel. So everything that is around you is giving you information. But what kind of information is something that sometimes we have to shut off the emotional roller coaster that's going on in there, not allow, like the Queen of Swords, not allow those to go in and hurt you. It's more of a making that separation and saying, what is the lesson here? Are they projecting their own fears on me, and I am taking it and absorbing this and then believing it of myself? Then maybe I should stop that and realize what my true self-worth is. And once you realize it, then people will start realizing it. All those out there that will actually make a difference in your life in a positive way. Because it says here, other people will also recognize my value and worth, which is what we were talking about right here with the 8 of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. So this Page of Wands here is the one that's going to give you that little lifeline. That little lifeline. So with the tiger's eye, essentially what they're saying is, take from the situation Take a good look at it. What is it? The job itself? Is it the people around them and the way I'm treated in the workplace, shall we say? Is it that my bosses are not paying me my worth? What made me get this job in the first place? What attracted me to this position? What attracted me to this kind of work in the first place? Take that. Look for it. Once you find out what it was that you loved about this, was it working in conjunction with other people? Was it collaboration? Was it you love the actual job itself? Like if say you're all about design or you're all about the numbers, then how can you take what you love, take that, take it with you somewhere else, walk away with that and make something beautiful out of that? Because what essentially is being said here is, if you do what you love, there is two things that are happening here. It is helping boost that newfound self-love and self-worth. This new light will start shining out and other people will start seeing it, and other people will start wanting to be part of that energy that you are creating, and they will see your worth and acknowledge it. So if all of the, if you manage to find that thing that you love, your self-value and worth will grow within yourself, because you are doing something that reflects that back. That work that you're doing within yourself, it will start showing. You will start glowing. Other people will see it, will love it, will admire it. They will see your worth as much as you do, and they will have no problem paying you your worth. They will have no problem saying, you know what, I love your work, I want to work with you, or I am going to pay you for you to come work for me, because I see and recognize your worth. I see and recognize that you are worth that and much more, and I want to be part of that. So if you're doing what you love, it will love you back. Essentially, that's what it's saying. So it's kind of like, by doing that thing that you love the most to do, it is changing the energy within. I don't know if you see this light within this person here. It will start to shine. So divinity will shine upon you and will bring to you the rewards for that, because it's energy. Like attracts like. I hope I'm making sense here and that I'm not going in circles for nothing. Please, don't be afraid to call me on it. I know it happens sometimes when I'm trying to get the words just right so that the message is clear. But at any rate, you can't make this stuff up. This is pretty much what Spirit is saying. So if you might not have Girasol quartz, but any kind of quartz will help in that. If you have red tiger's eye and sunstone, pair it with a quartz. Those would be really great to carry on your person, in your pocket, in your purse, in a little pouch. As long as it's inside your auric field, these will help boost you throughout the day, so that it continuously, energetically reminds you of which way you need to go, and you're constantly more motivated into finding this for yourself. So we're gonna close out the reading with a little rune stone. Oh, one popped out. Okay, let's see what the gods want to say and the spirit guides. This will take a moment. I'll find it. It's in here somewhere. Ah, there we go. So this one is called Ahwaz. It is the letter E. Its meaning is horse. The meaning behind that is balance, stability, harmony, teamwork, trust, and loyalty. So essentially, this is to do with your emotions coming into balance and finally getting that harmony in within yourself about your emotions and your self-love and self-worth, realizing that you are worth it and being able to move forward quickly towards your goals because of it, by doing what you love and loving yourself and knowing your self-worth and accepting nothing but the best for yourself. So that's all I've got for you guys today. They're saying put it on the new, right below the new beginnings, between that one and temperance. So that's all I've got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope that it was helpful in some way. And if you guys don't mind, please let me know down below how much you enjoyed it or how much it resonated with you. Please leave a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you didn't like it. I would really appreciate some feedback from you guys. If you haven't done so already, consider supporting the channel and supporting my work by subscribing and sharing it with others, so that if someone might need this this information, it might help them greatly as well. So I will be leaving for you guys some cards. I don't know exactly where they appear for you, but some links to some of my healings, the manifestation healing that I did recently, as well as Reiki healings on the heart, to help support you throughout this week while you're going through all of this. But remember that you guys are headed towards great things, so just believe in yourself, believe in your work and your self-worth, and do what you love, and all the things will start lining up as it needs to be. So I hope you guys have a great day, have a great week, and I will see you very soon. Blessed be.